Hello, this is Qyalms visiting again from the Grim Wayside, and today we're going to be doing a puzzle unboxing and review of the Tesla Boat puzzle box. This is a puzzle potato puzzle box. It's actually sort of a mini box, and it came as part of, I believe it was a stretch goal for the Kickstarter for the larger full-sized Tesla box puzzle. The Tesla box puzzle is a great puzzle. Look forward to a solving video for this puzzle coming up very soon. But I've always really enjoyed the puzzle potato line. I find them to be of a superior build quality, and aesthetically they're very pleasing. The Tesla Box Kickstarter allowed you to purchase add-ons. I purchased both their anti-gravity box and their Philosopher stone box as part of that Kickstarter. And the Kickstarter came with some cool extras, like the little boat itself. It also came with a mini Tesla box version. That was a stretch goal that came with the box. And so today we're just going to be looking at the little boat puzzle. So the Tesla's boat puzzle box is sort of a mini puzzle version of one of the larger puzzle potato boxes. It gives a puzzle time solve of 15 to 30 minutes. I think that's kind of on the long side. If you're used to unlocking these type of puzzle boxes, it's pretty intuitive what you're going to be looking for. It only has a difficulty of 2 out of 5. The puzzle itself is one of the laser cut wood puzzles that you see. They're pretty standard. And it does come with this very cute little display stand. The boat itself, when you're looking at it, you can tell the lock or unlock status. When you look through this little window, there's a closed padlock. Looking at the rest of the boat, you can see that this rudder is sort of loose and jiggly. You can see from the shape of the cutout that it looks like the rudder is supposed to move side to side, and it's currently stopped by these 2 pegs. There is a spinning rudder on the back that's held with a metal tube or a piece of metal that acts as sort of an axle for that. On the bottom, there is a little rudder, but at the moment, the rudder does not move. If you look at the front, you'll notice there's 2 large holes. And then the main mechanism that interacts with the little lock on it is a sort of geared portion. Right now, because it's blocked by this piece, it just rocks back and forth. But you can see a gear on the inside that looks like it would, the little cog would turn this little lock symbol. So in order to release the piece that rocks back and forth, we need to release this piece. I'm going to guess it has to do with the hole down here. That hole looks like it's about the size of what the rudder would be. We would call that a little tool. And in order to free the little paddle wheel, we're going to have to move the rudder. And this is where I think their most elegant trick came in. The little stand is very cute for the display, but it also happens to be exactly the size you need to push down on those 2 prongs that keep the rudder in place. So when you use the stand as a tool, you can move the rudder to the side. The little paddle wheel comes off. The paddle wheel itself, it's just a piece you're not going to use at this point. You now see that the little rudder on the bottom can move inward on the left-hand side. So I'm going to push in the rudder and stick the tool in the hole. I can feel something moving in there. It has the lovely feel of something with a magnet. The puzzle potato boxes do use magnets pretty elegantly, I think. It really helps improve like the satisfaction of the build quality. So when I push this in here, I should be able to push down on that tab, which would release the little rocker thing, and you kind of move the rocker in a circle. Oops. And once you move that a few times, the little unlocked symbol shows up and the top pops off. The rudder comes off, and inside, this base is pretty small. You could put a couple of like dollar bills in there if you wanted to use it as a gift. There's some nice laser inscription in there. And then there's these 3 metal like masts, I guess. Those masts go into the 3 holes that are on the top of the boat. They don't function as anything, and in my case, I just leave them inside the boat because I want to keep it stored in its own box. If you were going to display it, you could put the little metal masts in there. I just don't have the room to display every puzzle box I have and keep all the boxes that they come in. So these are going to go back into the boat. We're going to put the rudder back on. Then the top comes back. We rock it back to locked. It goes the opposite direction. In order to move the rudder to the side, actually, I think I need to stick that in and use that to pull that back up. Then I'm going to use the tool to release the rudder to the side again. Oops. There we go. So that I can put the tool back, put the paddle wheel back on, move the rudder, and it locks in place in a very satisfying way. And then it can go and be displayed on its little stand. So the Tesla Box boat puzzle right now, you can buy it separately. I believe it's $25 right now. Normally for a box this simple, I would be a little hesitant to pay something as much as $25 for a puzzle this simple, but I do think that the build quality is really nice, and it's a very satisfactory progression through the puzzle solves. It's not very complicated, but it is well built. So I actually think in this case that even for a puzzle box this simple, $25 seems reasonable to me. I would recommend it at that price point, and if you can find it on sale, that would be even better. So I really enjoyed this puzzle box. Look forward to seeing those other Puzzle Potato puzzle boxes in the future. And thank you for joining me for another Puzzle Box Solve and Review. If you're interested in more Puzzle Box content, please like the video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell to be notified of our future videos. Take a look at the description below to see a complete list of my puzzle box collection, and if you're interested in our other doll unboxing videos, check out our channel and playlists. Comment with your requests and your thoughts. Your support keeps us motivated. Hope you enjoyed the video.